Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. This is Robert Welcome here from CoinOp TV, doing a quick live stream on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe and like, and let me know what you think of this video. So I've been covering the Shaw Brothers movies, the classic Kung Fu martial arts Shaw Brothers films over the years, and most recently I've been reviewing the movies and putting up some of my reviews on my YouTube channel. And we've got some sort of breaking news that happened over the weekend. The Shout Factory is going to be releasing Volume 3 of their Shaw Brothers classics. And I know this news kind of broke Saturday, I think, late Saturday, but I wanted to wait till the information got up onto Shout Factory's website before I made a video to make it sort of official and actually know which titles were going to be in this collection. So that's what I'm kind of doing in this video, just doing a quick little rundown of what to expect from this video, or from this collection. So Shout Factory's classic, Shaw Brothers classic, Volume 3 is going to have 11 movies. Let me run them down for you quickly, and then I'll talk a little bit about them. And let's see, starting off, we got Killer Clans from 1976, The Shaolin Avengers from 1976, The Web of Death from 1976, Death Duel from 1977, Soul of the Sword from 1977 as well, The Vengeful Beauty from 1978, Life Gamble from 1979, The Deadly Breaking Sword, also from 1979, Shaolin Abbot, also from 1979, Shaolin Rescuers from 1979, and Clan of the White Lotus from 1980. So this time around, we're going to get 11 feature films in this collection. It's a little interesting. Volume 1 of the Shout collection had 11 films, and then Volume 2 had 12, which I thought, oh, that's great. I'm getting a bonus film for the same price. And now they're going back to 11, and the price is the same. So that's a little bit strange and confusion. But let's see here. So this is now official. If you go to Shout Factory's website, you can see the description, the list of the movies, and the only thing that's missing is the special features. They like to announce that a little later, but the first two sets have a lot of commentaries, and the first set had like a little documentary on there and some interviews, so that's really cool, and some trailers. So let's just kind of go down the list here with the first movie, Killer Clans from, let's see, 1976. I have not seen this one. This is so now we're gonna. The thing I like about this set is we're gonna get some representation by numerous Shaw Brothers directors. It doesn't look like it's heavy and leaning onto just one. So we're gonna get some Chor Yuen is Killer Clans. I have not seen this, but it looks like it has an interesting cast of characters. I recognize some of their faces. I'm looking at IMDb on my laptop here, but haven't seen Killer Clans. Next up, the Shaolin Avengers, which is directed by Chang Cheh, who is one of my favorite martial arts or Shaw Brothers directors out there. So I'm excited about this. This one has Fu Sheng, who's of course one of my favorite Shaw Brothers actors, and Chung, who's also a great martial arts actor. I feel like I've seen this one. It says the famous story of the Shaolin Temple's betrayal by the white-browed hermit. I feel like that one I've seen, but you know, some of these movies, the titles and the naming and the descriptions, and it's been so many years I've seen some of these that I forget when I'm going through. Oh, I see I got a comment there. Let me jump over to, let me bring up my live stream on my computer here so I don't miss any comments. There we go. Oh, it's Mitch's Friday Night Song Club, regular new subscriber and viewer and commenter. Thanks for jumping on live stream. It says, no films and any of these from Lar Kar Lung. It's true, but the thing is, I feel like the Lar Kar Lung stuff has been, you know, most of his films have been already kind of released. I'll have to dig around and see what hasn't been in one of the collections. I'm sure he probably has a couple that are out there. So let me pause that video so I don't mess up my streaming. Okay, next up, The Web of Death. Now this is a movie I actually watched recently and reviewed recently, and this is also by Chor Yuen, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And I would say for those that are fans of The Web of Death, it's a guilty pleasure movie. I have a feeling that like maybe over time I'll wind up liking this movie, but when I did a review of it, I kind of said it was not so great. But it's got Leih in it, Feng, who's another favorite of mine, Shaw Brothers actors, so that's really cool. The Vengeful Beauty is also in the set. This is, I don't recognize this director's name right off the bat, Meng Hua Ho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I do know that this is in, well actually I do know this director because he did the Flying Guillotine movie, and The Vengeful Beauty is actually like the second or the third in the Flying Guillotines movie. So yes, I do know this director. I just don't really pronounce his name on live streams that often. So Leih is in this as well. I haven't seen The Vengeful Beauty, and I know that I think 88 Films released this as an individual disc, so there'll be a little overlapping there. Moving on to Death Duel, another Chor Yuen directed movie in here. So we're getting a lot of, if you're a Chor Yuen fan, we're getting a lot of his movies now. Death Duel, this martial arts spectacular showcases 20-year-old Derek Yee, and David Chang's, says David Chang's younger brother, with ample sword fights, beautiful damsel in distress, and a great cast of kung fu stalwarts. I'm reading IMDb's description here. So Derek Yee, he's in a few movies I've seen. Trying to think off the top of my head, but I seem to remember him being like a great martial artist guy. Let's move on to the next one, Life Gamble, which I've seen many times. This is Chang Cheh. They're all trying to get this jade pendant, I think, is kind of the MacGuffin of that movie. Alexander Fu Sheng is in this, Philip Kwok, some of the Venom Mob members, Lo Meng, if you're a Venom Mob member fan, Feng Kar Wei is in this one. I would say all-star cast in Life Gamble, a little bit of a hit or miss on the movie front. If you're watching this live, let me know how my stream picture looks. It looks a little jittery on my side. I hope that it's coming through okay on your side on the live stream or the archive. The next up is recapping here, Soul of the Sword, which I haven't heard or seen this movie, and there's really not a lot of information on IMDb for this movie. Looks like it has T. Lung in it, and I'm always a fan of T. Lung. He always elevates a movie. You know, you can watch bad movies and have T. Lung in it, and he sort of elevates things. The Deadly Breaking Sword is another movie that's going to be in this collection, Volume 3. This is from Chung, who I'm a fan of his stuff. He's a really good director, and it's nice to get some more of his movies out there. Who's in this one? T. Lung, Alexander Fu Sheng, Feng, Leih. A lot of great actors in that. So that looks like it could be a fun movie. I haven't seen that. Fist of the White Lotus, so we're going to get a little bit of an overlap. Of course, in this collection, they're calling it Clan of the White Lotus. Again, these movies have multiple titles, which I have that on the 88 Films release here. And so I'll be overlapping. I guess I'll have a couple movies overlapping. I'll have to see, you know, how the special features sort of compare, if I want to keep that or not, because I think that's like a nice looking set right there. But if you haven't seen that movie, Leih directed it. All-star cast, Gordon Liu is in it, Leih, of course, Kar Wei, great cast, great movie. I actually have a review of this coming out this week on my YouTube channel, so make sure you stick around for that. I've been reviewing some of the more popular Shaw Brothers movies, you know, out there. Slice of Death, which is also called Shaolin Abbot. Again, these titles have different names. So Shaolin Abbot, Slice of Death, from 1979, which I actually watched recently for the first time and reviewed on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. I thought it was really great. David Chang was in it. and Leih and Lily Lee, a lot of great familiar names. I was saying in my review that David Chang plays a convincing Abbot because he's got kind of a small physique, and when he has the robes and stuff on him, he looks a little bigger. In that movie, it's kind of a silly thing I was sort of saying. And then finally, the last one we have is Avenging Warriors of Shaolin, which is AK, also known as Shaolin Rescuers, which I have an old DVD of this. You can see Avenging Warriors of Shaolin, and then down here, AK Shaolin Rescuers. So it'd be nice to upgrade from this DVD onto a Blu-ray. This is Chang Cheh. This is some of the Venom Mob members: Lo Meng, Feng, Sheng, Sun Chen is in this, Scorpion. This is a good one. This is a one where they're like in this stronghold and they're trying to defend it, and the villains are trying to like break in and stuff like that. I remember that one because I've seen that a lot of times over the years. So once again, just to recap, if you're jumping in this live stream late or whatever, they're following up on the announcement from the Shaw Brothers Classics Volume 3 from Shout Factory's collection. I've been working my way through number one. I have number one right here. I've got a few more movies to go. I think I have 3 or 4 more to go. I've been reviewing those and diving deep in the Shaw Brothers love, because these are movies that I grew up with when I was a kid, and we're getting a lot of these movies now for the first time on Blu-ray and remastered and Region A and Region B and stuff like that. So it's really cool to have those in the collection to rewatch. But just to recap, 11 movies coming down the wire: Killer Clans, The Shaolin Avengers, The Web of Death, Death Duel, Soul of the Sword, The Vengeful Beauty, Life Gamble, The Deadly Breaking Sword, Shaolin Abbot, Shaolin Rescuers, and Clan of the White Lotus, also known as, yes, Clan of the White Lotus, also known as the Fist of the White Lotus. Just jumping around with the titles there. So that's it for this video. Thanks for anybody who tuned in live, or if you're watching this on the archive, please let me know what you think of some of these movies, if you've seen them, and which ones, to dive into this set. If you pre-order it from the website, Shout Factory's website, you get a poster as well, and I think it's $140 for, yes, $140 US. So, if you're a fan of these movies, I think that's a good price. You get a big stack of movies to watch over the holidays or the weekend or whatever. You get some free time. So thanks so much for watching. Cheers. Shout outs to anybody who tuned in live or on the archive for Cornap TV. We'll see you next time.